Have you ever felt that silent abyss growing between you and your partner, separating you? You are in the same house, sleeping in the same bed, but seem to live in a parallel universe. What if I told you there's a hidden pattern in the strongest marriages that nobody is talking about? It's not about communication, it's not about sex, it's not about finances. It's something so revolutionary that it will change everything you thought you knew about relationships. Today I'm going to talk about the most powerful and misunderstood role within marriage. And when you understand this, you will never look at your marriage the same way. Prepare yourself for a truth that can save your relationship even before you realize it needs to be saved. What is the role of the wife when the couple is in conflict? There's a biblical analogy we've used for centuries: marriage as a reflection of Christ in the church. But let me ask you a question that will mess with your mind right now. What if you've been looking at this analogy from the wrong angle all this time? Many people imagine this as a pyramid. God at the top, then the husband, then the wife, as if the husband were the intermediary between God and the wife, you know? This is such a devastating lie that it's silently destroying thousands and thousands of marriages. The truth, both you and your wife have a direct line, an exclusive and individual channel with God. And this, my friend, changes absolutely everything. My brother, your wife sees things that you are completely blind to see. It's not by chance that when Adam was alone in paradise, God said, "It is not good for man to be alone." It wasn't about companionship, it was about completeness. Your wife has an emotional radar that picks up signals that don't even appear on your radar screen. The women who are watching me right now know exactly what I'm talking about. You feel when something is wrong in the marriage months before your husband realizes it, don't you? It's almost like a superpower. And now comes the part that will change your marriage forever. When your wife perceives that something is wrong, a silent revolution begins. I'm talking about the wise woman here, okay? First, she doesn't run to you pointing out the problem. No, she takes it to a higher place. She talks to God. She gets on her knees and opens her heart before God. Lord, I see something breaking between us. Give me words, give me wisdom, give me the right moment. This moment of prayer is the most powerful moment of the entire process. It's as if she were just like carrying a lamp into a dark cave. Before saying anything, she's already illuminating the path. After prayer comes action. The wife has the responsibility to communicate her perceptions to her husband, but with wisdom, okay? There are ways to do this that preserve both respect and truth. Choose the right moment, not in the middle of the crisis. Use language that invites dialogue, not defense. Focus on the problem, not the husband's failures. Offer perspectives and possible solutions. Let me tell you something that happened to me recently, something I've never shared publicly. I was preparing an important series of messages, 3 weeks of intense work. The day before the first preaching, my wife approached me while I was reviewing my notes, and she said, "Can I just say something about this message?" she asked. Well, I felt that internal resistance, you know. Right now, honey, after all the work that I've done, she said, "I think this message lacks heart. There's too much theory. Preaching should transform people, not just inform people." My impulse: justify, present my point of view, my defense, or even worse, ignore my wife. But that night, my friend, I just stayed awake, thinking and realizing that she was absolutely right. I took the sermon, wrote again, I just include my personal stories, something that I have never shared, and the result, it was one of the most impactful sermons of my life. And all because I had the humility to listen to the perspective of my wife, you know? That perspective that only she could give to me. My friend, The wife's role in conflicts is not to be silent, to keep the peace, nor is to take the reins because he's never going to change anyway. It's to be that prophetic voice, that other pair of eyes that sees what you can't see. When a wife speaks with wisdom and a husband listens with humility, something supernatural happens. The marriages that survive great storms are not those that never have conflicts. They are those where the wife has the courage to say, something is wrong here, baby. I think we should just fix it. And the husband has the humility to respond, help me see what you're seeing, baby. And in that moment, that exact moment, you are no longer alone in the battle. You're side by side looking at the same enemy instead of looking at each other as enemies. And that, my friend, that changes absolutely everything. Let me share a scene. A family in a park. A husband buys a soda without ice for his wife and juice for his son. She then says, you bought a Coca-Cola and forgot to put some ice in it. Besides, you just bought the wrong juice for our kid. He doesn't like orange juice. When she mentions that he bought the wrong item, he gets angry, moves away, and he sits far from them, sulking. What happened here? The wife communicated a practical need. The husband took it as a personal criticism. Instead of leading, he reacted with self-pity. The true leadership in that moment would be recognize the information. She likes ice. The son needs another juice. Overcome wounded pride. Act with love. I'll get the ice and I'll get the right juice. How many conflicts in our marriages follow exactly the same path? In practical terms, the strongest marriage is one where the wife has the courage to share her perceptions with humility. The husband has the humility to receive these perceptions with courage. Both recognize that they are imperfect but complementary. They both seek God first, then each other. The wife's responsibility in conflict resolution is not to be silent or take the reins. It's to be an active spiritual partner who prays first, communicates with wisdom, trusts her husband's leadership, but offers her unique perspective as well. Seeks unity, not victory. So if you apply these principles in your marriage, conflicts will transform into opportunities for growth and greater intimacy. If this video touched your heart, share it with someone who really needs to hear this today. And remember, the strongest marriage is not where one dominates and the other submits. No, it's where two imperfect people dance together, stumbling at times, of course, but always holding hands.